think we ought to give them all a hand. Yeah. One thing, I thought maybe we'd have our jackets today. They did not, they weren't finished with them, so I decided it would be like to give recognition to Dick over here has brought us in a $600 check for our jackets. We appreciate that. Things like this, little contributions like this enable us to do a lot of extra things. And we've got a lot of big plans for this team. If we all stick together and continue to work as a team, we're going to go places. I promise you. We don't rely on one person to carry us. Each and every kid on this team has pitched in at one time or another. And that's really what you need. Every time somebody counts us up, somebody comes in and takes up the slack. And that's what really a team is all about. We're not we just don't have a bunch of stars, we have a bunch of kids that play together. And that is really unique, especially in the first year team. I've heard several times people say, well, you all play like you've been playing together for a long time. I think it's just because we like each other. I think that has a lot to do with it. Not so much the coaching. We try hard to do that too. In everything we do, we have milestones to mark our goals and whatnot, and it's a trophy and say that was that. But a trophy is nice. It is something that you can look at and say, yes, I did that. This proves that I did that. But, we all know that the effort that was in their hearts when they did these things is the more important. I didn't mean to ramble, sorry. Not much for speeches. I'd just like to have each one of them come up. Tom, why don't you come up here with me? Come on up. Tom's helped me a great deal. I'd like to thank him. He came in toward the end of the season, but he's been helping me all season, actually. We've done a lot of things. We put in a lot of things in our offense and defense that he suggested. He's very knowledgeable. He's very one of the assistants that finally persuaded that continues to progress through the season, and he has really come into his own so much so that we couldn't keep him out of the starting rotation. His defensive skills. I just always remember that kid on that one team that he kept marking, the Dynamo kid, the left winger. Every time he'd come down the sideline, here comes Dominique. He stopped it cold. And they'd run it right at him until the second half. After he took it away from them 6 or 7 times, they decided to go around. They didn't take it for granted. He's got a park as big as all outdoors. He's going to be a fine player in the future also. Thanks a lot. Really got the big foot on the team. He might be overall the strongest kid on the team, but he's probably his hardest critic. Probably me and his dad. But he takes it pretty well, and he tries to do what we tell him. He's a very integral part of our team, and he likes to talk. He just smiles and does what you tell him just about 100% of the time. He plays really hard. He never complains. I don't think he's got a crossbone in his whole body. I don't believe it. But he's real intense, though. Real intense. Don't say a whole lot. He's real intense. That's good. We like to have these soccer players. That's what it's all about. Having fun. Craig really was the most consistent offensive player especially in the earlier part of the season. In fact, he's starting to get a reputation. They're starting to double team him when we play teams the second time, which they're doing good. He's trying to score. He's got nose to the goal.
Craig is a real finesse player, and Craig is one of these kids that he doesn't mind to give the ball off either. He won't. He's just not dead set on scoring. He'll pass it as quick as he'll shoot. That makes him a valuable player. Good job, Craig.
TK, come on over. Uh-oh. Almost. You got bigger feet than that, dude. TK has really shown what you can do. Just pure want to. Very seldom do you take a kid that has never played goalie and do the kind of job that he's been doing.
Absolutely.
He has made some stops that I have never seen made, especially for a kid of his age. In fact, the kids really look on him as kind of a leader. His stature is up there. Ryan is not a real fast kid. He makes up for quickness and speed with smarts. He's like a little gnat that never goes away. And every time you think you got his move figured out, he does something different. He'll kick the ball off of your leg out of bounds. Things like that, which a lot of kids never think of. I started him up on the left side for a while. And Jubal doesn't always get as much playing time, but he doesn't complain a lot. He just keeps on chugging. I've seen him grow a lot this season. Grow a whole lot as a person and a player. Earlier in this season, I was having a few problems. But every time he got in, he seemed to try to give it 100%. I remember Greg is another player that never gives me any trouble. We are really blessed with kids that you don't get a lot of back talk from them. They're not juvenile delinquents or any kind of cases like that. We don't get any back talk. And this girl has showed more spunk than any girl I've ever seen. She's a real credit to her species. Because she takes a lot of flack on it. The first thing these opposite teams do is try her on. And she gives it right back. Early in this season, she was telling me about those elbows. The latter part of the season, the other guys were telling me about her elbows. Okay? She dished out just as much as she was giving to me. She gave up, dished out a little bit more, too. She's really meshed with this team, and that's really tough for a girl to do. But she's a real asset to this team, and all the guys will tell you that they like her. Gets my vote for second most smiling. That's right.
Who's first?
No, it's not. He's after me. But Justin got a lot of heart. This kind of player that doesn't say a whole lot. You have to make him say something. Until we went to National, I hadn't got a whole sentence out of it. But he's a real credit to this team. He gives us defense in the back if we want it. We bring him up front. He scores. He has no. Being my son, he does take a lot of gruff because I'm more apt to yell at him than anybody else. And I swear I'm trying not to. It's certain. If I yell at him, it's because I've seen what he can do. Tim very unselfish in the middle, but he also has a very good nose for the goal. he can go either way, left or right. That's why I put him in the middle. But he would rather pass the ball than score. No, maybe the other way around for some, but he is actually that way. I do give him more breath than he deserves. I hope that isn't getting in the way of his growth. If it does, I'll take